So we just arrived at the Antelope Island Visitor Center. The drive here was pretty long, honestly. It was like 40 miles. But thankfully I have my handy Toyota Corolla right back here. This is not sponsored by Toyota Corolla, even though it's a great car, honestly. The thing that really struck me is that everyone drives so fast here. Like on the highway, everyone was driving 80, so you know, like there's not much you can do, but it like freaked me the fuck out. So we made it in one piece, intact. It's really, really quiet here. I think it's because it's a lot bigger. I don't think I'll be walking that much today because I went on my hike yesterday, right? And so my legs are pretty dead, honestly. I don't think there's going to be any biking going on either, so realistically I think I'm just gonna drive my car around, park, and just relax every now and then. I haven't decided if I want to, you know, dive into the Great Salt Lake yet. I've heard it's kind of gross, but we'll see. I think I'll have to check out the fly situation around the lake. And yeah, otherwise we're just chilling here. Something I noticed is that everything is so flat. Well, it is an island technically, so shouldn't be much of a surprise, but you can actually see so far. All these cars that are so far away, you can see just so clearly. They're like little cockroaches on the roads, scuttling here and there. Here's the map they gave me when I paid $15 to enter. I really don't know what I'm gonna do, honestly. I might just drive all the way from up here, all the way to down here, and then back up again. I got a little too much gas, so. Something I've noticed is that these flies are literally fearless. Like, they do not give a fuck about you, and they just fly in your face. And there's not much you can do about it because, you know, we're humans and they're flies, and I don't really have my electric zapper with me, so just kind of gotta take it, you know, like elephants do. Oh well. It's kind of crazy. This is the freeway that we came in on, and you can see its entirety. And that's where it connects to the rest of Utah, that town right there. I think it's called Ogden. But you can see literally 10 miles worth of freeway just right here. And I think that's insane. I actually love these press pennies machines so much. I have such a large collection. I'm going to add another one. And we have another one.
I thought I saw a restaurant here. I'll go there.
The inside of this bathroom is so cool. You can see the brutalist influences paired with these metal stalls. And I think it's such an interesting contrast to just the serene landscape in which we're in. Hi there. So I think I'm gonna check out the lake first and eyeball whether or not I want to go in, and then we'll just figure it out from there. So we finally reached the beach. Honestly, everyone says the sand is really hot, but it's really, really nice at this time of year. Honestly, I can just vibe here for a very long time. So we're slightly closer to the water, and the sand has gotten so crusty, and just, it's probably like the mix between the sand and the salt. But honestly, it's kind of prickly and it hurts my feet, but it's okay. We out here for our goal. We wear shoes all the time. It's somehow hard to imagine what it's like to live without shoes, because this mere process of walking actually kind of hurts. I can't imagine what it's like to run in this kind of environment. And it just kind of begs the question, like, are the soles of our feet just extremely soft because we haven't touched the hard ground in such a long time? Doesn't seem like an enjoyable experience. And I wonder if our ancestors literally just had harder feet than us. Okay, now we're actually by the lake. We finally reached it. The brine fly situation isn't that bad, honestly. I actually can't see that many of them here. The main problem is that this lake smells like shit. It's literally, it smells like poo-poo, but like bad poo-poo, you know? And it doesn't help that when you step in, it feels like you're stepping in poo-poo. Like it just, your feet sinks as if you're stepping in poo-poo. At the end of the day, I think I'm still gonna try to float in it and swim in it just for the anthropology. I don't think I'll actually enjoy it, but that's the cost of anthropology, isn't it? Trying to do things that other people are doing because it is what other people are doing, not because we actually want to do it. But I feel like I will regret this later if I don't go in. Mostly because it makes me feel like I'm not actually living a complete life. So I guess we're actually gonna go in. I didn't bring a bathing suit, so I'm just using my running shorts. These are probably the last time I will use it after going. Honestly, it was pretty cool, not gonna lie. It's like you're floating, but like, you know, you usually float on water, but like you're like extra floating on water, if that makes sense. Like usually you don't float as much as you do. Oh my god, there's just salt all over me now. You know, usually people say it wasn't worth it, but honestly, I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah. It was actually really cool. I think I'm gonna go in again. Probably not gonna record it this time and stay in the water for longer, but yeah, it was pretty neat, honestly. I actually, like usually a lot of these things are tourist traps, but I actually would recommend doing this because it was actually a pretty cool experience. Something to note is that literally my entire body feels sticky. It's like crusty. I don't know how else to put it. Like, it feels like I have this exoskeleton that I'm about to shed, and all of my movements are just constricted. And there's this weird tingling sensation whenever I try to move, basically. It's weird. Okay, we just showered it all off. It feels kind of good, honestly. Like, it's around 70 degrees out, sunny, breezy. It's honestly the perfect weather for the beach, and I'm feeling very just calm and serene at the moment. You know, the sun hitting you gently while the breeze against the water on your skin, just cooling you off. It's pretty good. I'm no longer salty, and that's all we can ask for, right? So we just finished with the Great Salt Lake. Honestly, that's all what I really came here to see, so I really don't know what to do at this point. I think I'm gonna try to see some bison, because I don't think I've ever seen a bison before. So I said I wouldn't be hiking, but here we are. There's elevation 2, which is kind of annoying. At least the trail is short. It's like half a mile, I think, to the top, so we will see. I honestly think driving itself is already really pleasurable. Like, the wind is just so perfect, and everywhere you look is just so gorgeous. And I don't know, like, even if I didn't do anything at all on this trip, just driving around this park would be more than enough. So pretty. Ooh, it smells interesting. Okay, that's good. Here's the burger. Here's the patty. It looks... Let's see if it's frozen. Interesting. Wow, it actually has a really unique flavor, and I kind of like it. Ooh, that's fascinating, honestly. It's like a more flavorful version of beef, I would say. It has this like extra layer to it that I'm just really not familiar with. Wow, this is really interesting. I would totally eat this over just a regular hamburger, like any day. This is so good. Wow. Yeah, I'm super impressed with this. This is miles better than In-N-Out. SMH. Yeah. It was really empty, so it was kind of sketch, but like, I'm honestly really impressed with it. So, overall, extremely positive rating. Great shit. So, there's the bison. Now that I've seen it, I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing here anymore, because that's the last thing I wanted to see here. So we're just chilling completely. Cool stuff. Honestly, I'm just driving the rest of the way, and it's just so aesthetic, you know, especially with the music. Like, this is what, I don't know, I feel so American right now. This is what I always imagine that people in America just do all the time. Just drive with these beautiful, serenic nature views with like music, you know? I feel so beautiful being alone right now. I'm always really curious. Where are they moving? Like, this is literally an island, and they don't have any predators here. So where are they going? they're just moving for the sake of moving. Peculiar. Something that kind of amazes me is how little water there is in this area. On Google Maps it said that this entire region is covered with water, but there's nothing. It's just a bunch of salt and sand, but no water. We pretty much reached the end of the road. It's all dirt road from now on, so I don't think I'm gonna go all the way to the end of the island. But this was very eventful. A lot of people are kind of skeptical of whether or not to recommend Antelope Island to people, at least from what I've read on the internet, but I thought it was actually very enjoyable. And compared to the other experiences I had here, I would definitely recommend it. I said I would stop stopping for bison, but here I am again. They're actually so adorable. Look at them. They're just so peacefully crawling around. They're like plain moose, you know? Moose, but on the plains. I literally cannot move because these bison are crossing the road. And I didn't get insurance on this car, so hopefully they don't try to attack me. It's golden hour right now, and I just think it's so gorgeous how the water acts as like a perfect mirror, and you can see such vibrant colors across everything. You have the dark blues up top, the light blues, and it's just an unreal world right here.